What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. We are dragon ass yet again, man. Looking at it on the daily here, you can see it has been a boring last couple of days. Not so boring as some of these days here. We have been moving down, giving this move back, but all in all, since this initial drop to the downside, this low, we're just kind of in this range. Yeah, we dipped out of it and then came back into it. We've got a nice little would this be like a sunfish? I don't know. A shark, an airplane, a bird. I don't know, man. Something. It's a something though. And anyways, I don't know what that is. But all in all, things don't look bad. Things don't look good with the overall kind of trajectory of the crypto market right now. I would expect that we do go lower than this, but when I say things don't look bad, things don't look good, I mean that this very well could be the low for Bitcoin Cash, you guys. It very well could be. Maybe we do, in fact, move up a little bit, come down, form a double bottom, and then from there come back up to these highs. If we were to do something like that, that would definitely imply that that's it, man. That's it of the move. We don't even have to do that. We could just continue to go up like this. We could be in this like kind of upward forming trend right now, and we continue to just move up through it throughout this whole month, get back near these highs. If we get anywhere near these highs again, you guys, I would think that this is the low. I just personally don't think that that's the direction that this is going right now. And we're going to look at the price and just kind of confirm to see if that's the case. So looking at the 15-minute here, starting at a very small, short time frame, we're at 197.6, which actually means on the day we are up 0.75%. Look at you go. Bullish looking RSI on the 15-minute, but that doesn't mean much, man. We could just be moving up a little bit, but definitely a bullish looking 15-minute RSI. Easy to say when we're up 0.7% on the day. 1 hour here, also a bullish looking RSI, to be completely fair. You've got these higher lows in your, let's see if you got bullish divergence. Yeah, you got lower lows here in price, higher lows in your RSI. That's bullish divergence, along with breaking above this previous area of resistance. The 50 level on the daily is not that significant, but on the 1 hour it seems we're finding significance on it. You broke above it and then you bounced off of it. I would expect Bitcoin Cash gets into its overbought zone with this kind of movement. If it doesn't, if it were to reject this, then we would probably see a more extreme move. Extreme is relevant, you know, but a more pressing move to the downside that would kind of eliminate this idea of this like uptrend that we have right now. But the 1 hour looks good for immediate price action. I bet today closes green, man. It does look kind of good. 4 hour itself, not looking bad. Neutral, definitely neutral. But if you look like really for like what's been relevant, we have found more time in the overbought zone, less time in the oversold zone, no time in the oversold zone really since the lows, right? That's yeah, since there. So this is neutral with a bullish tilt, even though we are below the 50. Holding the oversold zone like this, I think, is a good look. So let's just see how this thing goes, you know, especially with the 1 hour looking bullish. If you can get up above this 60 here, maybe we do make strides on Bitcoin Cash to form yet again another lower high. Probably around like 210 to 217, somewhere in that range. Let's just see here. I don't know if that's the line that I want. I want that line. On this day, that yeah, 210 to 218 maybe. Maybe that's where we go. And I know I said, you know, in the beginning of this video that if we go anywhere near this high, that would start to make this thing look convincing that it's the low. But that's not, to me, that's not near the high. I mean, yes, more or less, the high here is at about 230. That's 217. It's only $15 away. But when I say near the high, I don't mean at an area that's just testing a previous area of support as resistance. That's not what I mean. I mean, you know, I mean like near it as in like literally at like 220, 225, something like that. Which I know it's only a couple dollars difference, but that can be the difference sometimes. Break above this line. How about that? Break above this line, and then we can start to talk that this might be the low. But as long as you're being held down by it, as long as you are still promoting lower highs, I'm not convinced that we're done going lower yet. I do think that we go lower, but we'll see. Time will definitely tell. At the moment, though, for the Dragon Riders out there, we might be riding the Green Dragon for a day or two. The 1 hour and the 4 hour look bullishly postured. The 15-minute itself looks bullishly postured. The daily does not look so encouraging. You know, we went up to the bullish area of control at the 60, rejected it, went down below the 50 even, which isn't as significant, but we went below this previous area that we had highs on the RSI, which is significant. We also broke out of this kind of overall ascending, not overall, but just like the short-term ascending like formation we had, but still, to be fair, still a higher low. And we did break out of this more long-term kind of downtrend in the RSI, found support on it even. So there's good things and bad things in the works here, but ultimately I would expect this RSI to go back into the oversold zone. When that happens, we likely will break this low. I do think that on the long-term RSI, we will find support on the 50. Where is it? Right here. At the 50 there on the long-term RSI. This doesn't mean that we have to hold the 50, but I would think that we do hold the 50. Maybe during the day of holding it, we wick below it in price, bringing it down something like that, down to the 48, maybe to the 49, whatever, but then come back to close the day at or above the 50. Something like that could happen. But I would expect overall, you guys, same old as it's been, that we are going to find our low around 135 to 150. If you take the fib here from low to high, the 618 is at 148 to 135. That also corresponds very well with this previous topping range. Take the top week here, this topping range over here, it's right in the middle of that range. If we put it here right on these top weeks, like the closing area, it's right at the 0.69 there at the bottom of this range. If we were to take from a low point here to a high point, which I feel like on a daily it looks a little bit more relevant, you can see from low to high. I'll get rid of this fib. The 1618 itself is at 134, and then the 1272 is at 150. We bring that fib back. You can see that that goes hand in hand with the 618 to 0.69 level as well. So I do think we go lower. I don't think you see that kind of confluence without there being a purpose behind it, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. So we'll just keep this thing under the radar or on top of the radar. We're going to monitor it like a hawk, and maybe not, man. I don't know. We're going to monitor it like a dragon slayer or a dragon rider. We're not slaying the dragon, man. We want to befriend it. We want to pet it. We want to stroke it. We want to let it just take us all the way up, And to do that, we're going to have to wait for it to come back down to the ground. And I think that ground is going to be around, the ground's going to be around 150 to 135, somewhere in that area. So that's all I have to say. Probably a little bit of upside to come. Maybe we move up to these previous areas of support around like 217, maybe even up to like 220, something like that. Maybe we don't even move up that high. Maybe we only move up to, let's see here, from high to low. Maybe we only move up, wouldn't you know it, man? This 618 to the 0.69 is kind of right near this line here. Maybe we only move up to about 213, but somewhere in there is what I would expect. We might not even do that. All in all, what I really do expect is that we go lower than this low. But be aware that that could be the low in itself. My expectations be damned, man. That really could be the low itself. And if things change in the chart, if things lead me to believe that things are different, that this very well could be the low, instead of it just having a chance, it's like likely to be the low, I'll let you guys know as soon as I figure that out. But as of now, nothing new in the charts. We have been moving down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, up a little bit, sideways, down, sideways, up a little bit, down, sideways, down, probably. And that's all I got for you guys. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.